Hello, plant community. Thanks for tuning in this channel. My name is Pam, and as you can see, you guys, I am not in my traditional setup. Reason being is because our focus for today is going to be this wall setting. Y'all guys know for the past 2 years, I've been doing like a Hoya wall feature, and the weather is finally broken, my personal opinion, and I feel like it's time for me to bring them outside. So I wanted to bring you along the process as far as like selecting my Hoyas, what I do to prep them, and of course displaying them is the last thing. I feel like that I'm blessed to be able to put Hoyas here mainly because of this awning right here. So yeah, I'm super excited, so let's just jump right in. Okay, so guys, if you have not, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and remember pushing those thumbs up. They really help out my channel. So again, like I said, I have like a little awning, which I feel gives me a buffer as far as what Hoyas to put out. Now, one of the things that I like to try to be mindful of is, of course, the thickness of the leaf, and perhaps maybe from experience a little bit whether or not if they would be able to handle the intense heat throughout the summer months. So let's go on inside, and we're going to take a look through in my sunroom and pick some Hoyas. Okay, so this Hoya right here, you guys, is my variegated Huskiliana. Very beautiful Hoya. I love this plant. So however, I do feel that the leaf is a little bit thin, where I feel that it may not be able to handle the intensity of heat. So I never really put this particular Hoya outside, but I do put the all green Huskiliana. For some reason, her leaves to me feel a little bit thicker. I feel like the all green variety will be able to handle the intensity of outside. And plus, I had her outside last year and she did pretty fine. So she is definitely going to be one of the ones that I put out. I try my best again to stay away from some thin leaves with exception. And I'm about to show y'all exactly what I mean as far as the exception goes. Now, right here, sorry about the lighting, you guys. Okay, so right here, I definitely put, this is my big mama. This is the Hoya densifolia. She definitely goes outside each year. I put her in a particular spot where it's like a sweet spot where she's not getting too much bright light. Is a sweet spot. Now I'll show you guys where I will hang her, but she is definitely going to go on the wall. Another one that I put out is going to be my what Hoya is this? I'm at a loss for words, you guys. What's this? My Hoya. It's an Albo Marginata, but for some reason, the name of her is not coming to my mind. But I put her out for the past 2 years, so this will be the third summer that I actually sit her out there, and she does fine. She doesn't get bleached. Honestly, I love Hoyas getting that beautiful sun stressing. But for me, what I don't really like too much is that little bleaching type of situation. Sometimes it gets too much light and that dark green starts to fade away. I'm not a big fan of that. Me personally, I prefer the darker, more richer leaf Hoya, if that makes any sense. But for so far, so good. She hasn't really lost too much of her color. But she is going out again this year. This is my Crimson Queen, you guys. I always put her out. Now, granted, if you look at the green color, she was never like a darker crimson Hoya, although I would prefer if she was, but she's grown nicely for me. And as you can see, she is a prolific bloomer. So she's definitely going to be going out on that wall today. Okay, let's see which one is going to make it. I gotta show y'all this one. Y'all know right here is my Hoya Nuna. I definitely put her out because she has this pretty long trail, and I feel like she does well with filling out spots and gaps on my wall. She is kind of a thinner leaf, but I put her outside the very first year that I got her, so I think she's just used to the weather out there. Last year she bloomed for me quite frequently. So far this year she has not really given me a bloom, so maybe just putting her outside will boost her potential with blooming. We'll see, right? Oh, I do have a new Hoya that I am going to put outside this year, you guys, and let me pull her. I have stuff on the floor right here, you guys. This right here, I don't even know if I introduced you guys to her. I haven't had her long, but I just feel like her leaves is just where they need to be to actually be outside. They're kind of like a medium thickness. She needs some water too, but when she's well watered, she is really thick. This is my Hoya Botanica, I believe. But yeah, Botanica. I just recently acquired her. I probably had her for a couple of weeks, but I feel like she will do well outside, and so I am going to put her outside. I think she's actually replacing my Hoya Diptera. If y'all remember that Hoya, and maybe I'll try to put a clip because she's hanging in my bedroom and she's growing so beautiful, nicely and wild. I don't want to take her down. Now, she usually does very well outside for me, but again, I don't feel like going through the hassle trying to get her out the macrame. So I think for this summertime, she's just going to take a pass. And this beautiful plant right here is probably going to take her place. So you guys see right here, this is my Shepherdii. She is definitely going on the wall. She's been doing well. Of course, you know, these string bean like structure Hoyas, you guys are really good with, I think, taking on the heat. And as you can see, it hangs so nicely. So last year she had a whole lot of vining going on, but over the winter time she has grown some leaves on her stem. So my goal is hopefully just to get her to be a little bit fuller. So she is definitely one that's going out there, along with my Kentiana right here, you guys. You see this plant is beautiful and it's full, so she is definitely another one that's going out there. I'm almost tempted to put this out. This is my Hoya Bella, but I'm not going to do so. Her leaves, you guys, are just a little bit too thin, and I'm a little bit afraid that I will burn her. And I just recently acquired this plant, had her in my collection for a few weeks now, and I don't want to have the situation happen like my Hoya Matilde did, which is, by the way, another plant that I am not putting outside, because the very first Hoya Matilde I did do that with, it died. So let's see. Oh, I am going to be putting, hi guys, I am going to be putting out this Palalima Hoya. She does well outside, you guys, and she also blooms. She is right now in the middle of forming a peduncle. Very beautiful Hoya. She's definitely going out there. I have also the dark leaf Hoya. You also want to keep in mind, I think my darker leaf Hoyas do very well outside, honestly, especially if they have the thick leaf. So I would be a little skeptical even if it was a dark leaf, but maybe the leaves were slightly thin. Although some of our thin leaf Hoyas can surprise you. So if you ever decide you want to do that, you may want to play around with it and monitor them very closely to see how they're reacting to the outside temperatures. But again, like I said, I think the awning piece that I have is my saving grace a little bit. But this is, what are you? My Hoya Mirabilis. You guys, I really love this plant, and she has grown a lot since I've had her. I've had her for over a year now, and and I've cut her, and I actually have a propagation growing. I was going to put her back in here, but I'm not. I'm just having her growing out, I think, in pond or something, but she's definitely going out. And definitely my beautiful Hindu rope. I put her out every year, of course. Yelling of the leaf. Every year, of course, because she can handle it. She can handle it. I think my very first year, me putting her out there, was the very first year that she actually gave me blooms. So she definitely loved that heat and the humidity out there. So this is another one. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is just 8, 9, about 10. I'm probably going to add about 5 more to my collection because right now I have about a total maybe 15 hooks that's hanging outside. So I'll just pick probably 5 more. I'll show y'all later, and then I'm going to let y'all see what I do next before actually hanging them out. So let's go back outside. Okay, guys, so we're back outside, and right here is a table where I have all my Hoyas. There's 2 new Hoyas that I'm actually adding to the collection as far as hanging outside that I did not do last year. So I'm going to show you all those really quickly, and then we'll move forward. This plant right here is the Hoya epiphytic hybrid, red leaf with veination. You guys, I've been talking to y'all about this plant, and I said I wanted to put her underneath a grow light just to see how she does, but she is under a grow light, and this is the latest leaf that she gave me. She pushed out this new vine, so I'm really interested in seeing how she would do. Her leaf is very, very thick. Now, of course, I'm able to move her because all these plants right here really do need a good drink before I go ahead and hang them up on this wall. It's very windy out here today, so bear with me. I hope you guys can hear me quite clearly, but this is one of the new ones that I'm putting on the wall. The other one right here, this is some cuttings that I did for my Hoya Crimson Princess. One of them is declining, and so I was trying to save it. But what I did do is I kind of like grouped the all green leaves together because I really love the green foliage. And so she's pretty much established herself a little bit. Some roots going on here. I just feel like I might be able to bring the best out of her if I hang her out. So they're more or less going to be taking the place of my Hoya Diptera that I put out, as well as I believe my Hoya pubicalis, the Hawaiian version. I believe that plant is gone. I think I gave that to somebody, and that plant was actually on my unhaul plant video that I did a while back. So yeah, that plant is gone. And then one of my Hoyas also gave me some issues over the winter time, so I had to restart it. So she's not full or strong enough, I feel, to actually put her outside on the Hoya wall. So let's get to the next step really quickly. Okay, so I hope you guys can actually see. There's a lot of activity going on outside, so I apologize if you hear any outside noise. Can't have no control over that. But the next thing that I want to do is I want to kind of treat my plants first. I try to do some form of a pest prevention before, during, and after the takedown of the Hoya wall. So right here, you guys, I have like a half-gallon sprayer. Inside of it is 1/2 a cup of my tea tree oil, a 1/2 a cup of my peppermint oil. I believe I put a whole cup of 70% hydrogen. No, not peroxide, 70% alcohol, and maybe a couple of tablespoons of hydrogen peroxide. I give it a good shake, and I'm more or less just spraying the plants down. I forgot to pump it, you guys. Ah, boy. I feel like every time I do chores with my Hoyas, I always lose a leaf. So now I sprayed it down. Now what I'm going to do, you guys, is just give the plants a real good watering. And this is pretty much using my 2020 Captain Jack fertilizer. That's just been one of my fertilizers I've been using since the beginning of my plant journey. Have a lot of it, and I plan to use all of it up. But all in all, I feel that it is a very good fertilizer for my plants. And since we are in the growing season, I bumped it up from a quarter strength to a half strength. Okay, so as we are kind of waiting for my plants to drain a little bit, even though we really don't have to since we're outside, I just wanted to just share with you in regards to this homemade solution. This is something new that I just recently came across. I've only been really using the solution for about maybe a month now, so I really can't put like my complete thoughts and views on it, but I do feel that this is a good way to try to treat your plants without using chemicals. Now, granted, just because I said that does not mean that I won't use chemicals if need be. If there's an infestation that seems like no matter what I've tried naturally, it does not work, then of course I have no choice but to try an alternative measure. So yeah, so you may want to try that out. I know the whole tea tree and peppermint oil thing has been going on or around in the plant community as far as it being some form of a cure for pests. Let me know, you guys, if you use the solution as well, or if you have, or you've heard any successes with it. So far, I feel like that they are kind of like battling the mealy bugs that I've been experiencing. But again, I've only been using it for a month, and I feel like that's not long enough to actually put my personal thoughts and views on it yet. So yeah, so now we're back, and what we're going to do is I'm going to be hanging the plants up here on these hooks. These are hooks, you guys, that I got that you slide up inside in the cracks here. It's a good way to hang without damaging your property as well. That along with the S hooks, you guys, I got from Amazon. You can pretty much get everything from Amazon, right? So now it's time, the fun part, hanging up the plants. I made a mess here, you guys. So let's see. Okay guys, so I try to be a little bit intentional when I hang certain plants. My goal, as you can see, is to try to cover the spaces, the gaps. For the most part, I feel like I have, again, when I do a project, I always think about the future, what it will look like, the end game, the end result, right? And so wishful thinking, right? As these plants grow beautifully and really mature, they will really fill out these spaces even more. And so I kind of thought of that even when I put the S hooks up, and I took recognition of the size of my plants as well. So like, for example, I knew that the Nuna right here would be hanging a little bit long. So I intentionally put her up here so she can kind of, ooh, uh-oh. Okay, so I got to even this out, you guys. Let me make sure. Whoa, that was scary. Is it on there? It's on here, just slid to the side. Okay, I may have to get another clip, or let me swipe it out real quick, you guys. Okay, so I was able to swap it out. I didn't do it with this one. I did it with the other ones. I have to keep in mind, you guys, these hooks I pretty much keep from other old plant purchases, and so this clear pot is something that I brought separately, so it's a matter of finding the right one. But I think this one that I swapped out for strong and sturdy, so hopefully it won't fall back off. Now, I don't know where I left off at or what I was saying. Intentional design, more or less. I knew I was going to be hanging this Nuna here, and so I purposely kind of strategically placed it where it could be in between two plants and yet dangling and looking nicely. So yeah, I think some of them are swapped out. Another thing that I always be mindful of is this densifolia right here. I don't know if y'all will be able to see, but you can see it a little bit. See how the sun is right there in that area? It can get really, really hot. And because of that, I have to also be mindful of which Hoyas will go right there that can really handle that intense heat and that sun. Because of course, as we go a little bit more into summer, it will recede back a little bit. Of course, again, the awning is protecting it, but I would never sit my densifolia. It's always been in this section right here. It's kind of like the sweet spot. This corner right here gives that bright indirect light without hopefully burning your plants. So for the most part, when I do the bottom portion of this, that's where, or the reason why I usually put, I believe, my philodendrons in this area, the ones that I do bring outside, because I think that's the best spot for them. I would never put any of my philodendrons over here. Usually that's my sun-loving plant section, so down below is probably where you would see maybe like my crotons and my rubber tree, things like that. But that could be for maybe another video, you guys. But check it out. What do you think? Again, I love my Hoya wall. It's very easy and convenient for me to come out here and spray them down with water, and also too, honestly, because I feel like I live in a separate ecosystem. Our storms be storming, and when the rain hits, it hits it ever so greatly to water all of these plants. So for me, it's a win-win. I love coming out here in the morning. Just seeing this is a very peaceful vibe. And like I said, once I get the bottom part set up, it's going to be even more of a more jungly vibe, outside style. So yeah, that pretty much ends this video, you guys, showing you how I create my Hoya wall. Hopefully, if you have space outside or something like this where you can utilize, maybe I inspired you or encourage you or promote, hey, Hoya heads, bring them outside. Some Hoyas are okay Be mindful of the lighting situation, the heat, and protect those beautiful, precious plants. But keep in mind, you guys, if you love foliage as much as I do, and you love listening to planty things, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It's free. Just hit that subscribe button and keep doing what I've been asking you guys. Push those thumbs up. Push them up. Push them up. Push them up. Push them up. It's been helping my channel out so much. Thank you so much, you guys. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.